FPL managers. You are welcome to another edition of the FPL Ambassador Show with Rowland at a coded location, a very special location. We had to pull you from some family duties to come and speak to us, Charlie. The ambassadors, wherever we go with this, well, we need to do our FPL duties as well. But the great thing is, Charlie, Rowland, Haaland is finally flying. What do you say about him? Or Charlie, do you say that boys should wait, Charlie? What do you say?
Please, if you need him, you have to get him in because what he did to those of us who didn't own him last week, it was a shame. But I mean, we still kick on.
Sure. So the fact for managers is that we were expecting that Harry Kane should have done the job last week, and then Erling Haaland against West Ham should have had a very tough game, and then afterwards we could have then switched to Erling Haaland, but rather Harry Kane did his dropping back, coming to get involved in midfield play and stuff, and didn't give us any goals, and then Erling Haaland surprisingly on Sunday gave a brace, and Charlie. The guys who planned that they would do Kane to Haaland in Gameweek 2, some are already crying, but some have already done the move. So, Charlie Rowland, what do you say? Should guys make the moves? There's no much debate. The stubborn academy boys are saying that. Charlie they are Harry Kane boys. What do you say? Should they make the moves? Or I was today?
If you can, you should. Right, for some of us, we've been priced out, and I'm not ready to take a -4 for that. So, if you do have it, fine, but I'm not going to take a -4 or because Kane has lost value, Haaland has gained value. I can't do it. I'm not going to think out with my team.
Why are you?
I mean, it's just the second game.
Why do you make -4 look like a bad thing? -4 has never been a bad thing. So why are you making -4 look like
at the start of the season? You know, the thing is, I just want to take my time. I don't want to be rushing to make. That's
okay. So spoiler alert. Managers. I had Darwin Núñez in my team, and then club made some comments about Darwin Núñez. That Darwin Núñez will not start. So I had to change and then not have Darwin Núñez. But then, fact is, I have gone back to my Darwin Núñez. There's no way. One thing I've learned over the past 2 years in FPL is when I make a mistake, I need to correct it. So I've definitely corrected my Darwin Núñez mistake and I've gone for him. I'll make a second transfer. But last year, doesn't want to make a minus for Charlie. And I've grown a ADO. This year, the ambassador made the Charlie. So me, I've made my Núñez transfer sorted. And my second transfer, I'll make it tonight. Either tonight or tomorrow. So that is but Rowland, any key points you picked up? Any key points you picked up from Gameweek 1 last week? Any key points you picked from Gameweek 1 last week?
So I just think that you started where you left off last season, where you started the -4 again. So soon, just in the first game. But I think that the highlights of first game week, there wasn't much to talk about. I think Kulusevski was the standout pick for me because of the Richarlison kind of coming back into the team, fighting for a place. Richarlison is a fighter, so it's more or less like if you had Kulusevski, maybe it's for a 1 week punt. That wasn't what managers were ready for. We just felt it's either Son or it's Kane. But Kulusevski really played well, and I think that he was the pick of the bunch for me last week. James looked also good. Like I said before the season started, I didn't think Liverpool would look good defensively, and I was right. Sometimes we look at previous seasons, but it just looked good. Towards the till end of last season, they regained some form because they had something to fight for. But this the beginning of the season, defensively they've not looked solid, and I was right. Excuse me.
Sure.
So I think that was one of the things that also looked. Mitrovic also looked good. Pereira is just 4.55, and then I think looking at it, Bailey played well. Neto as well. Oh, someone has already written. Mitrovic.
Yeah. Charlie. Matthews GH is back. Yeah. Matthews GH contacted me and said he had some challenges with his smartphone, so he had to get a new smartphone. And you know what? He got it just in time for the new season, just to set his FPL team and sort everything out. So Charlie, The guy is back. He said, Matthew G says that thanks to us for last year, we actually helped him to understand FPL very well, and FPL is going very well for him since then. And he's officially back as the class captain to the show. So Matthew G is class captain. We salute you. Yeah. Welcome back. As soon as I do, Bismarck is also making a very say more fire to our show as well. Charlie, thanks there as well. But Charlie, you know me, I want to take my Mitrovic clappings from everybody. No, I told you boys in July. I told boys that watch this Mitrovic we are seeing is a different Mitrovic. I was saying it, boys. Oh, yeah, 2-0 FPL Ambassador 2-0. And the point I was just trying to make was because I had followed. Normally, you know, when FPL is about to start, we have to go and do some digging from the championship guys and watch. And the point we were picking from the guys who had followed the championship last season was that watch Mitrovic under Fulham, this new Fulham under Marco Silva is different from Mitrovic under Scott Parker. Scott Parker will try to sit back, try and be difficult to break down. But you know that no matter whatever you are, if a championship team come to the Liverpool the Premiership, somebody will break you down. You concede 1 goal or 2. But then under Marco Silva, the point is Mitrovic is a very key tall guy in front. Why don't you play to his strength? Attack, cross the ball to him, put the ball into the penalty box. And you know Mitrovic is a very strong guy who bully defenders. So the point I picked up from Champions League was that this Mitrovic is a different Mitrovic. And also they are playing for Marco Silva, who is an attacking coach. You also Marco Silva at Watford when Richarlison was at Watford. And then when he also came to Everton for some few months or so. So this is an attacking Fulham. We said it. Oh, boys said, oh, Mitrovic, Mitrovic. He has done it. We all know he has done it to us for 2 seasons. But the point is that sometimes we all need to have a different view of players in every. As I was saying about even Liverpool. The Liverpool defense is good. But if this is in reality, the Liverpool defense is not as good as we expect, then we should invest in more defense and then have maybe one of the Liverpool big guys, either Trent or Robo, whichever you prefer. So managers should know that this is a new season. Even though we have info from old players from last season, just make sure that you take your time and then look at the players in new light this season. And that will surely help you to know what to do there. So those are some key points that managers should watch over. As for Erling Haaland, Charlie, if you don't have him, go and buy me. Me can't give you. Roland, Charlie, what happened? Speak to us quickly and let's go. Hurricane boys.
Oh yeah, I think that's the season has just started. So before the season started, I mentioned that I'm not going to be in a hurry decisions here and there. Haaland move, yes, I was wrong about it. I'm not going to have to do in order to bring him in as of now. Yes, the points against 60, but can get a goal or 2 against Chelsea. Sometimes these things they look improbable, but when they do look improbable, that's when it happens. So
sure. So
I'm just trying to give it another go. Mount also didn't get me the points and all that, but looking across the team, I think it's just Trippier, Salah, and Martinelli that got the points, and Ramsdale. The rest 1-2, 1-2.
Okay. So not bad. So you made a very key point that even though we are saying get Erling Haaland, you know the very funny thing about FPL, the result will rather go Kane's way, and then Kane will rather score 2 goals against Chelsea, and then Erling Haaland Bournemouth to play a very deep block, and then City will struggle, and then the goals will rather come from Kevin De Bruyne and then Erling Haaland. So managers, even though we are saying get Erling Haaland, it doesn't mean that necessarily Erling Haaland will score. So if Erling Haaland has not scored, don't come and fight me next week. But I know, Charlie, boys will come and get me next week. You know, we spoke about Gabriel Jesus last week, and then Gabriel Jesus was owned by more than 75% of managers. You said? Well, you're saying something about Gabriel.
You said we should get him in, so now they shouldn't come and be responsible.
FPL is very funny because predictions and results are different. It's not like game controller where you are holding the controller yourself and you are playing, and then but this one you choose and then the players have to deliver. Sometimes you do your bit, but the players decide not to deliver. It's just like coaching in real life, whereby you have Ten Hag do all the things and give it to the boys. Rashford will get the chances and miss all, and people will bash Ten Hag and say that Ten Hag cannot do that. It's not because about Ten Hag, but it's about the players. So that is how managerial stuff is. So Charlie, boys, Come again. Make your point, Roland.
So use another example.
Oh, I want to use the hack. I
Use
want to use
another
the hack.
example.
I want to use
Use
the hack.
let's
Why?
use it.
So the very funny thing that your points and my points are the same. So I also ask you to, yes, very, I think you haven't noticed. That is it. So your points and my points are the same. So I also have 63, but just that I have Perisic. So I wanted to go with Perisic and see how it will go over there. Just that Conte started from the bench. Key thing over there. But I think it was all good. The captaincy was a pure Salah captaincy. Game week 1, Salah showed us that he can do it. Though although Salah did not get a very good game, but the fact is that the mark of Mohamed Salah is that even when he doesn't play a very top-notch game, he gets the point. That is why he's called Pema Captain Mo Salah. So those of you who don't want to be thinking too much, this year the Pema Captain is between Pema Captain Mo Salah and Pema Captain Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland has landed. We will not wait 2 weeks to give him that tight. Some of us are giving it to him. So just choose. You can just do blue bed between Haaland and Salah, whoever you want to. Yes, Charlie. And Marlvin has 66. Yes, so managers, Marlvin has got a little break, but you will surely hear from Marlvin sometime very, very, very soon there. So as for the guys to target, you're speaking about it. So managers, if you want to know teams to target, you can always surely go there. But then key things to watch is that leagues have some very good budget players in there. So Rodrigo, Bamford, and Erosin are players that managers should watch over there. As for Brighton, their defense is quite tricky. The very funny thing is Brighton will play the basic football and concede 1 goal. Some boys are saying that Danny Welbeck might really discover his form this year. So that is it. As for Neto must score this. If Neto does not score, the way boys go board Neto this season there. But aside that, the fact is, don't panic. If your team is manageable, as Rowland is saying, if your team is manageable, if you have Erling Haaland, don't worry. Yes, if you have Mo Salah, even boys who don't have Erling Haaland, the best captaincy apart from Erling Haaland is Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah on Monday night against Crystal Palace. Just that I know Rowland does not like Monday night's captains, but Charlie, Mo Salah is Mo Salah. Mo Salah is Mo Salah. So that is one thing that managers should note over there. But the key thing that managers should watch is that there's been an upgrade of the budget players that we're talking about. So Andres Pereira, we all saw him playing as a number 10, 4.5. Some managers are debating whether to play him over Neto or not. The game, Neto and Andres Pereira are facing each other. That one, I won't give you my take. Maybe at the later point talk about it. Patterson is there, but Dewsbury Hall, 5.0 Dewsbury Hall of Leicester played quite a very good job there. So guys will monitor him. So those who are looking for fans from some points in their team can look over there. And then for Brentford had 4.5 guys. Da Silva was a midfielder, and then Davis Klum. Charlie, didn't come in there. He came to replace one of the strikers. So 4.5 players. So just monitor them. These are players you just monitor over there in your teams. Okay. So now, Rowland, these are your key picks for the week. Give us your key picks and let's move on. Why do you have these guys as your key picks?
Goalkeeper, I'll come for Sanchez of Brighton. Now they look like a team that is playing more expansive than even before, and it looks like teams will get chances against them. That is why someone was drawing up comparison last week when Manu played Brighton, and the person was saying that that's why Sanchez is in the team over David De Gea, and even though De Gea is a good shot stopper, he just doesn't come out of his 6-yard box.
Okay.
If you look at the first goal that was conceded, the same thing. The second goal, but you saw Sanchez coming out when Rashford had his chances. He came out to kind of thwart the shots and all of that. So I mean, it looks good for Brighton and also gone for Sanchez. If you don't have him and you're looking for a 4.5, and if I've gone for James looked really lively against Everton. I thought you just set pieces with Mount, but Mount didn't take a single set piece. James took all from the left side, from the right side, from the back, every corner kick. I think it was just the one in swing that Chilwell took, but the rest is all James. So James is looking like a very good buy. Player plays right center back, left wing back, right wing back, whatever he plays, the guy does well. So I think that's a good buy. It's just pains me that I didn't get him early in the season. But I'll see how that goes. The midfielder Salah, not much to say about him. Jesus, I go in for him again as a forward this week, and I think that he's even a player that I even want to captain over Salah because it's a home game. I think that he looks a great part of the
Jesus captain, no. Jesus captain, no.
The differential player, I've gone for Ronaldo. Emmanuel hasn't been given a dog's chance, but these are the comebacks that he likes. So I've given him solely because of vibes. I think that he can do the job. Then captain is Haaland for the week. I don't have Haaland, so unfortunate thing. When you captain a player and he doesn't show up, I'll give you the points, but hopefully he'll help boys. He doesn't look one who does it. He looks like one who score.
Okay. Rowland, let me tell you something. I won't be surprised that Saturday morning you'll do the move and bring Haaland in. I'm saying this on the show. Are you there? Can you hear me? I'll be surprised that Saturday morning you do the move and bring Haaland into your team. So that's it. I think Roland's line has gone a bit. I
can hear you.
You can hear me. Yes, I'm saying I'm saying that I won't be surprised that Saturday morning, you do a move and bring Haaland into your team.
Oh no, that's not around.
Are you? If you hear me, day, you know, last week
you know me well, but this one on this.
Okay, no problem.
I'd rather go for City midfielder, but I will not. I have plans of bringing him in. That one I have to bring him in. I can't say that I'll be stubborn and no. I'll be part of the stubborn academy for long. But I'm saying that
stubborn academy.
If game by game week 3, I'm taking him at the first week. That's fine. Apart from that, no.
So, Rowland, do you still think that James is the player worth playing against Spurs at home, or you think that the attacking returns is enough to warrant playing James against Spurs? What's your take on James?
I'll say that again.
I'm saying James. Your defender is James. Yes. So, do you think James is worth playing against Spurs whilst you know how sharp the Spurs attack is, or you think that his attacking returns?
So he's there for a reason. And like I said, defenders, I like them for their attacking returns, not for their clean sheets. Clean sheets can be wiped out even by the worst player on the field. So that one, it doesn't really worry me. But it's the attacking returns that bother me. Yes, an own goal can happen. Anything can happen for them to concede. But looking at the forward play, that is it. So set pieces. That's why I'm not buying Haaland.
Okay, sure, no problem. So my key players for this week are Ederson. I know most of the time we don't like buying these 5.5 goalkeepers, but sometimes practice. You can just decide what City will keep a minimum of 20 clean sheets the whole season. Why don't you spend the money and just buy Ederson at 5.5 and have Cancelo and then buy Haaland? And just forget about every rotation, because it means that you have two of City's most sure cut players in your team, and then just banking. Sometimes you're always trying to be very smart at defense with the 4.5 goalkeeper, but sometimes that extra 20, because I think Ederson or Alisson, the two of them were among the top 3 goalkeepers last season. And this year, for the very first time, FPL has priced our goalkeepers all below 6 million. So that extra 1 million from the 4.5 can sometimes help you, so that you don't have to be going to the pep rotation of whether to go with Diaz, Stones, or Ake or Walker. And then you have a very sure guy at the back, and then forget about the defense. The whole season, just forget. Ederson will play all the games. Or if you go Alisson will play all the games. The only thing is that sometimes it blocks you from getting a third City asset or what. But I think Ederson is the goalkeeper to have this week. The only side thing about Ederson does not give us saves. Only there 6 points, 6 points, 6 points, 2 points, 6 points, 2 points. Like a code. 6-1-2, 6-1-2, 6-1-2.
Bellingham heading. You go and see Man City 6-1. Who's Bellingham? Who's Bellingham? You have no idea about Bellingham has scored.
That's the most annoying. Okay, good. But then Cancelo is a guy to watch. Charlie, the defenders, it's either between Cancelo and in fact, I'm saying this week, managers who are bold, managers who like risks. In fact, I wrote an article for Joy FM. I'm waiting for it to publish. And I was saying that while the risky captain players this week are Mitrovic, Cancelo, and then Trent. Those who like to be taking risks, this you can decide to captain Trent Alexander-Arnold or Cancelo. Those who always want to go, they say they don't like what everybody is doing. Cancelo and Trent are very good guys. We are assured the guys are back to their work as defensive attacking guys. So just look there. The guy who is under the radar is Saka. Saka is under the radar because of Martinelli being cheaper at 6 million, and then Saka is 8 million. But the point is, if a guy is good, he's good. Sometimes you might need to think about it. You might have to think about going triple Arsenal. Now, those who are thinking about how to have Haaland and Kane, you can then decide not to have Gabriel Jesus and rather have Saka and Martinelli supporting Salah in front. So you can have Haaland and Kane as your two up front, and then your four in the middle. You have how do you call it? Salah, Saka, and then Martinelli, and then you can have a 4.5 guys. So Saka is somebody to watch. Arsenal are playing Leicester, and Arsenal should do a very good job against Leicester. That game will surely be an open game. You know, Brendan Rodgers never ever closes the game. He wants to play beautiful football. So that game will surely be a game that is very late in goals. As for Mitrovic, I've spoken about him earlier on. We have a different Mitrovic. So those of you who think that Mitrovic is the old Mitrovic, please, this is a new Mitrovic. So please think about how to get Mitrovic in soon. It is true that his fixtures are quite difficult. Let me pull Mitrovic's fixtures and let's see. So Mitrovic's fixtures are over here. So Fulham's fixtures are after Liverpool, they are facing Wolves. So they are facing Wolves, Brentford, and Arsenal. Even against Arsenal, Mitrovic can do the job. So those who want can get it for these first 4 games. If you can buy him, if you want money to upgrade, you can buy Mitrovic here for these 4 games. Even against Tottenham and Chelsea, at least you can bench him. Even against Tottenham, he can bully the Spurs defenders and the Chelsea defenders. As for that one here, Mitrovic's games are very good from game weeks 7, 8 onwards. From that point, Charlie, Mitrovic is going to be a master. So those of you who have made up your mind that you know by Mitrovic, I'm telling you, you buy him. The guy has upgraded. Now, Roland, you see that have a unique differential. Darwin Núñez, I'll put on a study. Darwin Núñez is not a differential. He's owned by more than 20% of managers. But you see that in the FPL community, most guys have gone with a combo of the third Liverpool guy as being either Robertson or Diaz. So guys who have Núñez, it's a differential to them that have to having Arnold and then Salah. So even though Núñez is not a pure differential, at this point, most of the guys who bought Núñez are somebody who say the casual managers, they bought him because Liverpool have bought a new player or Liverpool fans. But the very hardcore FPL guys, as less than 10% have Núñez. So most of your guys in your mini leagues might not have Núñez. But I am saying, even if Núñez comes from the bench, looking at the performance he had against Fulham, he's going to do that. And I don't know whether Klopp will play him, but let's listen to Klopp's presser on Friday. If Klopp gives any hint that he will play him, Charlie, buy Núñez. Sometimes the thing is that it is obvious decision. Muslim he'll score all his points too. What's your point? But as I have said, the captaincy this week is between Haaland and Salah. That is it. So those who don't have Haaland, your sure captaincy is Salah. Roland says he wants to come to Jesus. So when you do her, then we'll see how it will go about that. So Roland, this is your team. What are you doing?
Well, I don't want to do anything, and I doubt I will. So the captaincy is between Salah and Jesus, but I'm looking at Jesus instead of Salah for now.
Okay, that's it. I want to ask you a question. Would you bench Harry Kane and play Andreas Pereira?
Oh, what is that? Let's be serious.
But Andreas Pereira had a very good game again in Fulham, playing as a number 10. He's playing in Fabio Carvalho's role. Yes, Roland.
Let's be serious, please.
Okay. So, but I like your team there. The Trent Robo double up would be so. This year might be Trent Robo against Trent Núñez, and no matter what, wherever option you go might be good. So those who have Robo, don't by force try and buy Núñez. Both of them are good options. So don't force. Some of us there, we like attackers. So end their call. So this is my team. As I said, I have brought back Darwin. But you know the very good thing there. You know the very good thing. Because of club's presser, I went to bring in Haaland for Darwin. So now what I've had to do is I had to bring Darwin back. And for me to bring Darwin back, Harry Kane had to go. So Harry Kane is gone. But now my point is I don't want to have Perisic. I think Cancelo has shown me that I'm being stubborn on Cancelo. You know, last year I said that Cancelo is overrated. Me, I said it. Boys say why. My point is that not to say that Cancelo is not good. Cancelo is good, but the point Cancelo should get. Cancelo should start. Well, and how many goals did Cancelo score last year? The shot will be bringing up, boy. How many goals did he score? How many goals did he score? Rowland, how many goals did Cancelo score last year?
I think 2.
Was it 2? Or Sheba Kope, original cassette 2. He scored only
one
one
against
goal.
Newcastle.
The
one against Newcastle.
Just to look at all the shots he has and look at how many. So comparing Cancelo and Reece James, who should have scored more goals? So Cancelo should stop and score more goals. Otherwise, we'll sell him and go and buy Kyle Walker. But Charlie, my stubborn academy, Charlie, this year I've said I'm not going to do stubborn academy. So I'm bringing Cancelo to bring for Perisic. So I'm doing the -4. Boys are saying, Charlie, I'll call you since the -4. I said, please. One thing I've learned in the FPL over the past 2 seasons since I won the Ghana League is that I keep too long in correcting my mistakes. Sometimes I say, oh, don't take a hit. But sometimes a -4 is important. And I know Cancelo will do the job. Master, bailing or power go, Cancelo will still give me attacking returns. So I'm bringing Cancelo in. So I've brought in Darwin Nunez for Harry Kane. And I have the extra pounds to upgrade Perisic to Cancelo. That is it. So that is my team sorted there. Captain, Airling, Brand, Haaland. Airling, Brand, Haaland. Charlie, I hear boys want to triple captain Erling Haaland. Roland, what do you say, Charlie? So boys triple captain Erling Haaland, and that's always one train. What's the day?
Oh, they should wait.
Would they sow? Would they DBR? We should wait. We'll wait. They will go and have Salah in game week 28, and Salah will the double game week will bench 1 and play 1 and give us 1 goal, 1 assist. And what you should have captain Haaland today. Haaland scored the hat-trick. We would have gained the same point. Sometimes we wait too long, and then the points will come and the points will those of you want, I'm saying on the show, I nobody knows, but those of you want to captain Haaland, triple captain him. It is you. Don't say me, I said it. It is the decision in your call. If you want to triple captain, don't let any expert prevent you. Master, triple captain, because if Haaland gets the points for you, and I don't know, you open the gap, win the gap, the whole world. Maybe FPL will call you manager of the week or manager of the month. Minkah will be a moon to sell and Haaland and Moonjai every day. Wait and see. So Charlie, boys, Charlie, if you're enjoying the video, Charlie, like the video for us, comment, subscribe, and then share the link as well for us as well. Okay. So this is Marlvin's team. 4-4-2, Charlie. No, I think I didn't update Marlvin's team. My mom was playing 4-4-2, Charlie. So Roland, as I said, triple captain Haaland, you're talking about this. Who is the show captain for this week? Managers, give us your questions. Any questions, any key questions that you want to look. You know that this is just game week 2, but Charlie, any key questions you want us to know, Charlie, speak to us. We are here. We want to hear. Roland, captaincy. Yeah. Is it only between Salah and Haaland, or you think that there are some very good captaincy picks that guys should watch out for?
Yeah, that's what I've said. Salah, Jesus, and then
Haaland. Yeah. Will it be wrong if somebody says that he wants to captain Harry Kane against Chelsea?
No, the person won't be wrong, but it will be a bold move. That's it. Too risky.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anybody entertaining the thought of Harry Kane, just like it's a bold move. It can go north or south, but the likelihood of it going south is very high. So just go with the safer guys. Salah it's been seen almost every big guy does well against the small teams. Please, Man U is now a small team. Man U is a small team. If Salah faces Man U in game week 3, captain Salah. If Haaland faces Man U, captain him, because Man U is a small team. I know the Man U guys come and beat him, but your team is no longer at a big level. You won the Premier League 10 seasons ago. So that is it there. So in the comment section, guys, let us know what are your key concerns. And those who are watching my replay, if there are any concerns or comments, just let us know. But the key point is that just follow the press conference from the managers, God willing, tomorrow. Now, Roland.
Yes.
What should guys do to Perisic? Should they hold him or they should sell him?
You see, before the season started, I told you that uncertainties, I don't time and time again, but boys kept opposing. You see, when you look at the makeout of a team, you can tell who starts and who doesn't start.
Sure.
Perisic can't have one game. Looking at how well drilled Conte likes his players to be, you can't have him for just one game and expect him to start the next, or say that
Okay.
okay, he's being prepared for the Chelsea game. No, he may play fine, but he would want to ease him into the team. That's why I was like, the Doherty, see the Perisic boys, you people are just wasting your time. And see how well Sessegnon played.
Spot on.
Sometimes we feel, because I mentioned Sessegnon even before the season started, but it was as
Last
if,
season,
oh no,
yeah.
Perisic will play, and Perisic. I said okay, fine. And he was so sure he will play. I said okay, there's no need arguing with you. I'm gonna form. If he plays, fine. If there's this one is not like someone is trying to prove anyone right or wrong. No, it's just about our
Okay.
thoughts that we are sharing. So I
Sure,
shared my
sure, sure.
thoughts. You also shared yours. So it's not like it's a competition anyway. But
Sure.
everyone has his way of. So I just felt that it was too much of a risk to start him. So if you have him in your team, you just have to keep him. That's it. Or ball cap,
Yes.
I keep him.
Yes. So, but the fact is that you can bench Perisic this week, or you can play him. Even if he does not play, game week 3 against Wolves, he will most likely play. So you can bench him. You didn't buy him just for game week 1 and 2. But me, I've said that Cancelo has proven to me that I should have started the season with him. I
Yeah.
felt that Cancelo was really not going to do the job against West Ham. But I think that it's now time to buy him. So I'm buying Cancelo. And then those who have Harry Kane, we have said it. You can decide to keep Harry Kane because Salah is a very good captain. But those who think that, Charlie, they can't sit down and watch Haaland against Bournemouth, can go and buy Haaland. Even for a -4, me, I say sometimes take it. At the end, the slab that you take it preco, and they'll be fine. I don't know. Yes. And I know some people are saying money can never be a good team. That is very true. Okay, good. Then so the point is that very, very simple. Now I want to say that Rowland, yes, we are ending it here. Sorry. That we have to pull Rowland from his hideout for today's show. So Charlie, managers clap for Rowland for being able to make it for us today. There, Charlie. We want boys to know that our sponsorship package. We are wanting a sponsorship package. Any guy who wants to sponsor would have sponsors who would advertise you on our program. So any guy who has a product or anything that wants to advertise, you can sponsor. Contact us on our social media handles, and then let's speak about it and we'll see what we can do. We want to also help guys their products go around. So you can sponsor us and then we'll make adverts for you on our show. In fact, the FPL Ambassador show is growing. If you check our growth, we are growing at an astronomical rate this season. So it's better you join the bandwagon now or never. So guys should watch it. And they want to officially say that we have officially confirmed that Nketsiah Bannerman is our winner for our show, our FPL show. And he has subscribed, which we have checked, everything has been cross-checked. So next week, we will be presenting Nketsiah Bannerman's award to him live. We'll try and do that too. So we'll speak to Nketsiah Bannerman there for the 1,000 Ghana cedis. And in fact, congrats to him as well for being able to win the FPL Ambassador show. I'm sure next week we'll speak about our prize for this season too as well. So the FPL Ambassador show is brought by myself, Raymond Nketsiah at Raymond Nketsiah on Twitter, Rowland Ekuban at Rowland Ekuban, Marlvin at Mr. Owusu, and our wonderful guest expert, Precious Arku, and then Alexander Minkah, who joined us time and time in there. Rowland, any key points? What should managers do before the week ends? Any key thing they should note?
Oh, we've already discussed that, so I think that'll be that for now.
Charlie. Martin GA says, Perma Captain Mo Salah. Perma Captain Haaland. We shall meet, God willing, next week. Like the video, subscribe, and then comment. Rowland, we'll meet, God willing, next week. Charlie, I want to be in your house. I want to be in your house on Saturday when Haaland is scoring the hat-trick. Okay. All the best, managers. Okay. All the best. Okay. Bye.